This evening in our class, we're going to focus on aligning ourselves with love. Aligning ourselves with love beyond fear. Because when we find ourselves in love with our experience, we can transcend fear. We can transcend the doubt, the worry, because we love ourselves enough to nourish those parts of ourselves that are scared. But when we can step forward, aligned with love, everything becomes possible. And we can move from our contracted state into an expansive state, where it is possible for positive change through the power of love. And the best possible way you can serve love is to love yourself and practice loving yourself every moment of every day. It might be simply by breathing. It might be simply by moving parts of you that feel stuck, parts of you that need to be nourished. And step by step, bit by bit, as you practice exercising that love muscle, you find yourself in a state of love more frequently. And that's what we're all searching for. A greater, deeper, unconditional love that celebrates each and every part of ourselves and allows us to beam forward, radiant, exactly as we are, with all of our stuff and all of the wonder that is who we are. Thank you for joining me. To find a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you in this moment. Popping a cushion under yourself if you need to, kneeling, cross-legged, whatever feels good for you. And let's draw the shoulders up towards the ears, back behind and down. Just doing that a few more times. Starting to deepen the breath, in through nose, out through mouth. And then as you're ready, just allowing your backs of hands to settle on your legs, palms face up, closing your eyes, and continuing to deepen your breath into your belly, into your ribs, into your chest, your spine, and exhaling, gently releasing all the surrounding muscles, the tendons, the ligaments. And just practicing this breath, expanding within and releasing everything. Nowhere to be, nothing to do but breathing, expanding your awareness of your body. Allowing the chatter of the mind to drop away so that we may discover what alignment is for us. Continuing to release all the extraneous things that we've been holding on to. So that we may align with our true nature, our true self. Drawing the palms into prayer position at the heart space as you're ready. To just tune in with this. To tune in with where you find yourself in this moment. And align yourself with love. As you feel yourself aligning with your love, blinking your eyes open, allowing the thumbs to draw up towards the third eye, to the sky, and then sweeping the hands out to the sides and down. Once again, let's draw the thumbs to the heart, to the third eye, to the sky, and sweeping the arms out to the sides and down, allowing the chin into the chest. And one more time, drawing the palms to the heart, to the third eye, to the sky, and sweeping the arms out to the sides and down. Nice work. As you're ready, allowing your hands to draw all the way forward and finding yourself in child's pose, the hips drawing back behind you and the arms drawing out in front, lowering the head down. Feeling the alignment of your spine, the alignment of your arms, the alignment of your pelvis. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. Pressing down through the pads of the fingers, base of fingers, and base of palms. As you're ready, pressing into your hands to lift the hips and finding yourself on all fours. Letting the inhale as you tuck the toes under, open through the front of the body. And the exhale round through the back of the body. Tucking the chin in, tailbone drawing towards the nose. Inhaling, opening through the front of the body. Exhale, rounding through the back of the body. Continuing with your own breath, your own rhythm, so that you may be centered within yourself, aligned with yourself. As you're ready, allowing the spine to come back to neutral, extending your right leg behind, and then extending your left leg behind as you find yourself in your plank. Hands are underneath the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, feet are hip width apart, toes spread nice and wide. Drawing the lower ribs in, drawing up through the pelvic floor, and drawing the chin back towards the neck. Mula, Uddiyana, and Jalandhara Bandha. If it's too strong to have the knees lifted, lowering the knees down. Keep pressing into the hands and feet if the knees are lower, drawing those lower ribs in, feeling the strength in your arms. Armpits drawing inwards towards each other. Nice deep breaths. Breathing in. Exhale, bending through the elbows, lowering yourself down as far as feels okay. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, hips back towards the heels. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, bending the elbows, just lowering the chest as far forward as feels okay. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, hips towards the heels. Inhale, all fours. Lowering all the way down, this time with control. Tops of the feet come to the floor. Inhale, lengthening the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthening the belly away. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthening the chest, the belly, maybe the hips, maybe the knees. Exhale, lower the knees, opening the chest that little bit more, shoulders towards each other, pressing down through the hands, opening through the throat. Feeling that whole opening through the front of the body. Exhale, pressing into your hands, drawing the belly in, hips back to your heels, tucking your toes, pressing into your hands, lifting your knees, your hips, finding your first downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart, feeling your fingers or your hands trying to turn two jam jar lids outwards away from each other. And this draws the arms inwards towards the midline. Press into the heels of the hands, tuck the chin in, looking between the feet, the shins or the thigh. Bending the knees if you need to, if the hamstrings are really tight today. And taking some nice deep breaths as you keep pressing the body weight back towards the heels. In through nose, maybe out through mouth, helping to release the jaw, release tension from the body. Relaxing the head, relaxing the neck. Maybe gently turning the head from side to side, gently nodding forward and back. Then as you're ready, let's walk the hands back towards the feet. Pressing evenly into the feet, lengthening the spine forwards. Lower ribs draw in, hands towards the shin, crown extending forwards. Exhale, lower. Relaxing everything down with gravity. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower, bending the knees if you need to, if the hamstrings are really tight. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower. Pressing into your feet, bending your knees a little more, curling yourself up one vertebra at a time. And then reaching the arms up towards the sky. Drawing up onto the toes, lengthening through the arms, and then lowering the heels, taking the hands through the heart space, and opening your palms to the front. Taking some nice deep breaths here, maybe closing the eyes, feeling your feet grounded in the earth, feeling your knees above your ankles, feeling your hips above your knees, your shoulders above your hips, your ears above your shoulders, your chin drawing towards your neck, your crown reaching up to the sky, your fingers and toes reaching down towards the earth, into the earth. And just taking some nice deep breaths with your beautifully aligned body. Again, maybe in through nose, out through mouth. Or maybe it's in and out through the nose with a gentle constriction at the base of the throat, creating a beautiful oceanic sound that helps to soothe your nervous system and lengthen your breath, improving your lung capacity and your oxygenation of the body. Strong through the fingers, strong through the feet, strong through every fiber of your body. And then as you're ready, blinking the eyes open, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Drawing the fingers up, drawing up onto those toes, challenging the balance, and then lowering the heels, taking the hands through the heart space. Fingers now draw down towards the earth,
Gaze follows, opening through the whole back of the spine. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, lower. Inhale, walking the hands forwards into your plank. Remembering you can always lower your knees if you need to. Breathing in and out. Armpits engaged inwards towards each other, engaging those jam jars. In and out. Last one, in. And then bending through the elbows, lowering down. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, gently lifting the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, gently lifting the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, gently lifting the chest, the hips, maybe even the knees. If the knees are grounded, hips to heels. Otherwise, as you open through the chest, then press into the tops of the feet. Lift the hips, roll over the toes. Step the feet flat to the floor, hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Engage those jam jars, drawing the armpits inwards towards the midline. Chin tucks in towards the neck, Jalandhara Bandha. Gaze between the feet, the shins, the thighs. Lifting through the arches of the feet. Fingers, toes spread nice and wide, pressing the body weight back towards the heels. Nice deep breaths into the depths of your belly. 2. And 1. Walking the hands back towards the feet. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pressing into the feet, curling up one vertebra at a time. Reaching the arms up. Exhale, up on toe. Inhale through the midline. Exhale, rolling all the way down. Inhale, halfway, hands to shins or fingertips to floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walking hands forwards, finding your plank. Breathing in and out. 2 more breaths. If you need to lower the knees, you do so. Press down through those hands, down through those feet. 1 more. As you exhale, squeezing those elbows in, lowering down. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hips to heels or roll over toes. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Pressing into those hands, pressing into those feet, lifting through the arches of the feet to support the inner line of the legs. Armpits engaged inwards towards each other to support our rotator cuff muscles. Pressing firmly down into the hands, supporting our wrists. Pressing down through the feet, supporting our ankles. As you're ready, pressing into the left foot, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, drawing right knee into chest, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, press away, lengthening back to our 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee into chest, shoulders over wrists. Building our strength, building our alignment, pressing into those hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, stepping that right foot all the way forwards. If you need to, use that right hand to take the foot the rest of the way, creating a right angle with our ankle, knee, and hip as much as we can. Let's lower the back knee down. Inhale, lengthening the spine forwards, pressing into the feet, reaching the arms up. Exhale, sinking the hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, maybe sink a little deeper, tailbone scooping under, lower ribs in. Take care not to over compress the lower back. We want to keep the core engaged so that we can support the lower back by strengthening all the surrounding muscles. 3, 2, and 1. As you're ready, twisting over towards your right. And if it's comfortable, maybe leaning forwards, left elbow comes to the outside of the right leg, pressing thumbs towards each other, maybe looking over beyond the right shoulder, or just to the right side. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to gently lift, unwind, and lower the hands down. Pressing into the hands, lift the back knee, stepping back into your plank. 3 breaths. 2, and 1. Exhale to lower. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, hips to heels or roll over toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Jam jars, lift the inner line of the feet. 3, 2, 1. Pressing down through your right foot, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee into chest, shoulders over wrists. Squeezing that left knee in. Inhale away, 3-legged dog. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale away. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale away. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale away. And then exhale, stepping all the way through. Extending through that right leg and then lowering the right knee down. Tailbone scoops under, drawing the spine up, reaching the arms up to the sky, extending through the fingers. Soften the shoulders down, lower ribs in. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, press down through the feet, soften the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, maybe lean a little further forwards, just being mindful of keeping the lower back long. 3, 2, and 1. Gently twisting over towards your left. Maybe taking right elbow outside of left leg and pressing them into one another. Pressing into your hands to draw the hands towards the heart, and then maybe gazing beyond that left shoulder or just to the left side. 3 breaths here. 2 more. Last one. Inhale back to center. Lower the hands down. Lift the back knee. Step back into your plank. Feet hip width, hands shoulder width. Core engaged, drawing up through the pelvic floor. Lower belly in. Chin towards the neck. 3 breaths. If you need to rest, just find your child's pose or just take the knees down. 2, And 1, bending through the elbows, lowering down with control. Tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, chest lifts. Hips lift. Maybe knees lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. 3 breaths. Relax the head and neck. Relax the shoulders. Lifting up through the arches of the feet. Turning the janjas. And 1. Walking the hands back towards your feet. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, curling up. Reaching up. Exhale, up on toes. Lowering the heels, taking the hands through the heart space, opening your palms to the front of the room. Feet hip width apart. Shoulders open. Chin draws in, closing the eyes. Lower belly draws in, pelvic floor draws up, grounding down through the feet and the fingers, lifting up through the crown and your neck. Find your center with your breath. Letting your breath fill your legs, your hips, your belly, your spine, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your neck, your head. As you exhale, let that breath release and soften every joint, every ligament, every tendon, every bone, every cell. And just continuing to breathe with this softness. Allowing yourself to experience this release that comes with alignment. And we've worked everything really hard. The body can remember what it's like to let go. In fact, it wants to let go after all those planks. Now we're going to strengthen the legs a little more, allowing the eyes to blink open, reaching the arms out to the sides and up. Coming up on the toes. Lowering the heels, taking the hands through the heart space. Exhale, releasing the hands down. Transitioning your body weight over into your right leg. Slight bend in the right knee, seeing what it's like to lift the left foot away with the toes still resting on the mat. If that feels okay, maybe we lift the left knee a little higher. Maybe we interlace our fingers around our left shin and we flex the left toes towards the kneecap. Drawing the shoulders back and down, grounding down through the right leg, drawing the left knee in. 3, 2, and 1. From here, let's reach the arms up to the sky. Extend the left leg out in front, just as high as feels okay. It might even be just lifted the tiniest amount off the floor. That's fine. It might even be toes touching the floor. That's also fine. Our balances strengthen our legs and strengthen our focus. 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to sweep the left leg towards the floor, but let it hover, and then start to lean forwards into our warrior 3, reaching the arms forwards, reaching our left leg back, flexing the toes, reaching through the fingers. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, drawing that left knee back in, and then lower it down. Inhale, releasing the arms up. Exhale up on toes. Inhale through the midline. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping into your plank. 3 breaths. 2 and 1. Exhale, lower. Inhale, opening through the front of the body, tops of the feet are on the floor. Exhale, hips to heels or roll over toes. Downward facing dog. Hand shoulder width, feet hip width, lift through the arches, turn the jam jar lids out. 3, 2, and 1. Walking the hands back towards the feet. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Pressing into the feet, curling up. Reaching up. Exhale, up on toes. Inhale through the midline. Exhale, releasing the hands down. Straight over to the other side, drawing the body weight into the left leg. Slight bend in that left knee. Grounding down, spreading those toes. From here, maybe it's just resting the right toes on the floor or hugging the knee into the chest, flexing the toes back towards the kneecap, drawing the shoulders back and down. Finding a drishti, finding a focus in front of you to maintain your balance. Feeling the strength of your left leg, the spine, your arms, your willpower. From here, as you're ready, let's extend the arms up, extend your right leg out in front. Remembering it can be lowered, it can be lifted, the toes can be resting on the floor, whatever feels right for you. 3, 2, and 1. Starting to lower your right leg towards the floor, hover it, then reach it back, arms reach forward, flex through those right toes towards the kneecap. 3, 2, 1. Drawing that right knee in, hugging it into the chest, and then lowering down. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, up on toe. In through the midline. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or perhaps rock forwards and jump back into your plank. 3 breaths. Press through your heels, press into your hands. If you need to lower those knees, there's nothing wrong with that. We're cultivating strength and alignment. It takes time. Last breath. Squeeze elbows in, lower down. Maybe you hover off the floor, roll over toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over toes, downward facing dog. Jam jars. Inner line of our feet, drawing up towards our knees into our pelvic floor. Pressing the body weight back towards the heels. 3 breaths. Relax the head and neck. 2 breaths. Last one. From here, let's lower the knee. Untuck the toes. Draw the hips back to the heels. And then thread your right arm under your left. Thread your left arm over towards the right. Creep the fingers out. Chin over the arms. Curl it in. Stretch out through the back of the shoulders. Nice deep breath. Inhale, drawing the arms in. Exhale, swapping it over. Reaching out through those fingers. Reaching forward through the crown, reaching back through the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly drawing the arms in. Taking the tops of the hands to the floor. And just pressing gently into the top of the wrists. Just allowing a gentle massage from side to side. And then flipping the palms over so that the fingers point towards the knees. And again, just a little movement from side to side. And then as you're ready, let's just interlace the fingers and rotate through the wrists. Other direction. Beautiful work. All right, from here as you're ready, let's allow the hands to draw behind the knees. Fingers pointing towards the toes, squeezing elbows in, pressing the heels of the hands down, opening through the chest, allowing the heart to beam open. Staying here or maybe widening the knees a little, press into the tops of the feet and the shins, lift those hips. Feeling the curl through the front body, all those upward facing dogs now integrating a little bit more of the hips here, integrating different upper body strength here. And then as you're ready, chin tucks in if the gaze is looking up and then lowering the hips down. Pressing into the hands and drawing yourself up onto your knees. Tucking through the toes. If you need to make the knees more comfortable, popping a cushion underneath the knees. All right. From here, as you're ready, let's take the hands to the hips. Extend your right leg out to the side, pressing into the outer blade of your right foot. See if you can stack your left knee, hip, shoulder, ear. Allow your right hand to draw down the outside of your right leg. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Extend through those fingers and then slowly, slowly start to bend over towards your right. If you find the shoulder starts drawing forwards, see if you can come up a little higher to keep them in alignment. The aim is the opening through this whole left side, encouraging more space for all of our internal organs and for the expansion and contraction of the left lung. Try not to collapse into the right hand. So it's just gently resting there. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, left hand plants down. Fingers pointing away from the left leg, pressing into the outer blade of the right foot, reaching that right arm over to the left side, stretching through those fingers. Nice deep breaths. Feeling that whole opening through the right side. And then as you're ready, arcing the right arm forwards. Both hands take you onto all fours. Inhale, curling up, back to kneeling, high kneeling. Hands to hips. Left leg comes out to the side, pressing into the outer blade of the left foot, feeling that opening through the whole outer aspect of that left leg. Left hand rests gently on the left thigh. Inhale, reaching that right arm up, stretching up, just checking in with the alignment, wrist above ear, above shoulder, above hip, above knee. Breathing in. Exhale, gently leaning over. Again, being mindful of the shoulders, keeping the chest open. Pressing down through the legs. Every breath in, a chance to lengthen. Every breath out, a chance to release a little deeper. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Inhale, releasing that right arm up, using the core strength to come back upright. Then lower that right hand down in alignment with the right knee, but fingers pointing away from it. Inhale, releasing the left arm up and drawing it overhead, stretching out through the outer blade of the left foot and through the left fingers. Maybe even the hips draw a little forward if that feels okay for the lower back. Breathing here as you expand through that whole left side for 3, for 2, and 1. As you're ready, arcing the left hand forward onto all fours. Inhale, opening the chest, opening up through the front of the body. Exhale, rounding through the back of the body. Chin tucks in, tailbone tucks in. 2 more with your own breath. Last one. And then as you're ready, just allowing the hips to the heels, stretching your arms out to the side, shoulder height or a little below. Relax your gaze down. If it feels better for the shoulders, take the hands next to the heels, palms face up. Nice deep breaths here. As you're ready, slowly drawing your spine up and taking the hips to one side. Allowing the legs to come out in front. Maybe propping yourself up on a cushion if it's still handy. Flexing the toes towards the shins and then pointing through the toes. Flexing, nice tall spine, pointing. And then as you're ready, drawing the knees in towards the chest and then taking the legs out to the side. Flexing through the toes, pointing, nice tall spine. Just a few more breaths, just like this. Next inhale, flexing the toes, reaching the arms up to the sky. Hinging from the hips, using your core, lowering the arms forwards, then lowering the hands. Breathing in. Exhale, maybe bending through the elbows to lower towards the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Open through the chest, lengthen through the spine, lead with the heart, maybe low once again. Inhale, lengthen. Maybe walk the hands a little further out if that feels okay. And then soften yourself down. Allowing your groin to open up. And then as you're ready, walking your hands back in. And then starting to draw your right foot in towards your left thigh. From here, as you're ready, inhaling to lengthen the arms up, the spine up. Exhale, gently twisting over towards your right, taking the back of the left hand to the outside of the right leg and pressing them into one another to create resistance to open through the back of the shoulder and help you twist around to the right. You twist through your belly, then your ribs, then your shoulders, and sweep your right arm back behind. Either the thumb draws into the tailbone and the fingers point out and the arm nestles into the spine as the shoulders drop down, or if it's comfortable, back of right hand comes to left sideways or left inner thigh, dropping the shoulders down, breathing in. Exhale, twist a little further. 5 breaths just like this. Mindful of where you feel like you want to gaze, what feels comfortable for your head, your neck, your shoulders. This beautiful open twist just helps to open up the whole spine. Allowing your belly to expand and contract. Maybe even drawing up through the pelvic floor as you exhale, just having a bit of a practice with engaging those deep core muscles. And then as you're ready, turning your gaze over towards your left foot, releasing your left hand from the inner thigh, if it's there, maybe just taking it to the sideways and leaning towards your left leg. You'll feel an opening through the top of the right hip here. And if you keep drawing your right elbow, right shoulder back and down, you'll feel an opening through the chest too. Maybe gazing towards your left leg or tucking the chin in, gazing up, whatever feels best for you. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Turning the gaze down towards your left leg. Releasing your left arm to the inside of the left leg. Inhale, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, right arm over. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, using your core to lift yourself up, lowering your right hand outside of the right hip, fingers pointing away, starting to point through the left toes, rolling over onto the right shin, lifting the hips, reaching that left arm back. Let's do 2 circles, just like this. 1, 2. Allowing your hips to lower down and just changing over the legs. Flexing through the right toes, breathing in and up. Exhale, starting to twist from the belly, then the ribs, then the shoulders, lowering right hand to the outside of the left leg, lowering left thumb in towards the tailbone, fingers pointing away. Arm in alignment with the spine, shoulders draw back and down. Nice deep breaths up and down the spine of the body. Maybe noticing as you draw up through the pelvic floor and in through the lower belly, you find greater alignment in the lower body. Remembering you can always turn the gaze out over your back shoulder. Remembering you can always sweep that left arm further behind. Maybe it's back of hand to right sideways or right inner thigh, dropping the shoulders down. Keep lifting, keep twisting, only moving to your comfortable maximum. Remembering that everything is always an invitation as we take 3 more breaths. And then as you're ready, turning your gaze towards your right leg, releasing the bind so that maybe it's just left hand to right sideways, leaning your shoulder towards your right leg. 3, 2, and 1. Then maybe releasing your right arm to the inside of the right leg, releasing your left arm up, and then the left arm over, keeping the shoulders away from the ears as much as possible. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, gently drawing up. Lowering the left hand to the outside of the left hip, fingers pointing away, pointing through the right toes, rolling over onto the left shin, hips draw up and forwards. 3 big circles with that right arm. 2, and 1. Let's lower the hips down. Allowing your left foot to draw over your mat towards your right buttock. And then seeing how you go, drawing your right knee in towards your right armpit, using your left hand to take hold of the right foot, and just seeing what it's like to try and draw that knee, that right knee, a little further back behind. If this is already a little full on, you're just going to stay here. But if it feels okay, we're going to cross the right foot over the left leg. And if that feels okay, we're going to walk that right foot a little bit further over. So we've roughly got one knee on top of the other. All right, from here as you're ready, inhale, reaching the arms up, interlacing the fingers, pressing the hands up, and then bending the elbows out to the sides. We're going to take our left elbow forwards. The right elbow is going to come on top. And if this is already quite far, just take the hands to the shoulders and draw the shoulders and the elbows forwards without rounding through the spine. Staying here or taking the backs of the hands to touch, or wrapping them around each other so the palms, the fingers touch. Inhale to lengthen the elbows up to the sky, and now you curl the spine forwards. If you can, elbows in front of the knees. If your foot is planted, just see whether you can draw those elbows a little further forwards. Nice deep breaths as the elbows keep drawing forwards and up, opening through the back of the shoulder blades, depressing the shoulders away from the ears. 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly drawing the arms up. Exhale, lower the elbows to shoulder height, release the arms out. Take the hands back behind, release the legs up and change them over. So we bend the right knee, heel towards the left buttock. We're going to lower the left foot down, then use the right hand to cradle that left foot. Left knee draws in towards that left elbow. Just moving through that hip a little. And like I said last time, this might be far enough. Otherwise, let's see how we go planting that left foot down to the outside of the right knee. Staying here, or perhaps shuffling that left foot a little further over to the right side so that the knees are positioned on top of each other. Inhale to release the arms up, interlace the fingers, press the hands up. Allow that stretch through the spine. And then taking the elbows out to the sides. Right elbow forwards this time. Left on top. Hands to shoulders, elbows forwards or backs of hands to touch or wrap the fingers around. Inhale, lengthening the elbows up. Shoulders curl forward, starting to open through the upper spine. The mid spine, the lower spine is coming down as far as feels okay. This is really good for opening up through the back of the hips and the back of the shoulders. Nice deep breaths wherever you feel the tension, encouraging the release through beautiful deep breaths. If it's too much and you can't breathe, remember, you can just back it off a little. As long as you can smile, as long as you can breathe, it's all good. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. As you next inhale, let's rise those elbows up. And then allow the elbows back to shoulder height, releasing the arms out to the sides, and just draw some circles backwards with those arms. And then drawing them the other way, drawing them forwards. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Planting the hands down, releasing those legs, and coming down onto your back. Releasing any hair ties if you need to. Feet in front of your hips. Knees above your ankles. And pressing into your feet, lifting your hips, and then lifting your arms. Just taking a few cycles, circles through those wrists, opening through those fingers, and then taking the arms overhead. Lifting the hips a little bit higher. If it's comfortable, you can come up on the toes. But just doing what feels best for your body. Keep pressing down through the feet, lifting through the hips. For 3. Nice deep breaths. 2. And 1. Lowering the hips down. From here, as you're ready, drawing the knees into the chest and extending the legs up towards the sky. Just pointing, flexing through those toes, taking the hands down by the sides, palms face up. Rotating through those ankles. And then as you're ready, just drawing those knees in again and extending the legs out in front. Bit wider than mat width. Toes flop out to the sides, heels fold in. Shoulders draw back and down your spine, palms facing up. Chin tucks in towards the throat, lengthening through the spine. Closing your eyes. And taking 5 luxurious deep breaths. Allowing the full expansion of the breath in and the full relaxation of your breath out. Let your jaw soften, let your whole body sink into your mat, into the earth beneath you.
Just scanning the body for any last little something that's ready to be released. Taking a deep breath in. And on your exhale, let it go. Releasing your conscious breath. And allowing yourself to become light as a feather. Rising above all of it. Lifting out of everything that has been on your mind, being in your body, and let your spirit take you. Let yourself rise up to play amongst the stars, remembering your connection to the cosmos, remembering your connection to a higher frequency of being. Observing yourself from above and beaming down all the love that you have, all the love that you need. And receiving it gladly within your heart. As you deepen your breath, allowing your higher self that is playing amongst the stars to draw back down into your being, filling you with love. And as it feels right, maybe this movement starts to draw back into your body. You can express this love with a hug. Holding yourself exactly as you wish to be held. And then holding yourself even tighter with even more compassion. And then as you're ready, releasing the arms above the head, drawing the legs together and pointing through those toes, wriggling through those hips. And then as you're ready, rolling over onto your side, letting the bottom arm be a pillow for your head and the top hand rest in front of your heart, eyes still closed. Breathing into your back body. Cleansed of all fears of moving forward, aligned with love, within and with the world around us. Slowly drawing up as you're ready into a comfortable seat, eyes still closed if you can. And just allowing any kinks to be ironed out with a gentle movement before you allow once again the backs of the hands to rest on the legs, palms face up. Allowing the release of all that no longer serves you. And allowing the receipt, the receiving of everything your heart, everything your spirit has been wanting for you. Breathing with the peace that comes from your connection with heart, with spirit.
with body, mind, your whole being, breathing, being with it. And then as you're ready, let's draw the hands to the heart space, to the third eye, to the sky, and sweep our hands out to the sides and down to the earth, bowing down in gratitude for the wonder that is this life, for the beauty that is your being, and for your intention to continue practicing love. Well done. Drawing the hands back into the heart. Settling the hands at the heart space. Let's close with one round of Om. Breathing in if you're joining me. Just deepening the breath. And in acknowledgement of our practice together tonight, in acknowledgement of sticking with it, let's bow our heads towards our hearts. Namaste. As you're ready, just allowing that blissful sensation to be felt in every cell. Allowing the breath to be breathed and allowing the veils of the eyes to open. And taking this beautiful world that surrounds you. Thank you so much for joining me in our practice. And I hope to see you again very soon.